Good morning, Heart Failure. This will be the first of the feedback films that I do for you all, and I'll do them all unless all other things being equal. I will do them every Friday because that's the most convenient date for me, and it kind of rounds the week up. I feel so. It looks as though you never quite know at the start of these modules because you get last minute rushes, but it looks as though on this intake of the module we're going to have about 7 people, and the furthest one away is Dorset. Hiya, Dorset. Um, and now everybody's logged on. Everybody's logged on except for one. And I've been in touch. Have I been in touch? I'll just check my phone because what happens is it's a two stage procedure really. What happens is, yeah, that's right. I have. What happens is I will email you. If I don't get an email, I'll text you. Now text. If I'm using your personal phone, you know that things are getting serious because it's the last straw really. Apart from actually go round to your house and knock on the door, there's nothing really more personal and intrusive I can do. So I'll be communicating with you collectively like this. If somebody doesn't log on, I will email you if there's a problem. If there's no response to email, then things are getting serious. Because, you know, on an online course, how is a person like me supposed to keep in touch with my students? You would be amazed. Dear students, you would be amazed how many people come on an online course, don't give you their email address, sometimes don't even have an email address. My own personal favourite is when people give me an email address, their woman's name is Maria, and I'm writing to Steve because she hasn't got an email address and I've got to go through her husband's email account. You'd be amazed how common that is. You'd be amazed. And I'm thinking, you know, there's the husband. There's the husband. He's going to be getting emails for his wife off some fella. You know, and it's an intimacy I don't want with someone's husband. Thank you very much. Anyway, everyone's logged on except that pesky Lisa. For the others, the ones who aren't in Dorset, I made this offer earlier on in the week, and Deanna came forward. Yeah, well done for that. The only one, by the way. Deanna came forward, and the offer was that I run a master's level heart failure course, level 7, in Aintree each Thursday morning, and I've got a load of speakers coming to speak on this one. So, you know, you feel free to come along. You know, what people who are on online courses often say is, yeah, well, I was on an online course, but I would have rather have had a face-to-face course. Now, people say that all the time. I ran this time last year, I ran a face-to-face course, master's level, and I opened it to my degree level module participants. One person showed up, you know. Now, I didn't know whether to take that as flattering that the online materials were that good that nobody felt the need to, or whether it was just all baloney. Anyway, it's there if you want it. You know, it's only over an Aintree, so feel free. Right, next thing. I've got on Blackboard a little This Is Me column. I don't know if you've seen that. This Is Me column. That's for you to introduce yourselves to each other. Has anybody actually done that? Let me just take a little look. Has anybody actually done that on this? No. I've got nice round figures there. Absolutely nobody's taken advantage of that yet. Oh, well, there you are. But it's just a way of letting everybody know who else is on the course, really. You know, that's the idea. Some people put photographs of themselves. Some people put photographs of their work. One paramedic once, he stuck up a little video of himself, you know, introducing himself and everything. Why would you not? Why would you not give a little introduction to yourself? The other thing is the Facebook group, HEA3174. That's the Facebook group, the same number and name as your course, HEA3174. If you want to get in touch with me quick, that's the way to do it. Why? Because it shows up on my phone instantaneously. So if you need to get in touch, that's one way of doing it. It's a lovely informal way of talking as well. You know, we're not all like on the university systems on that one. So, you know, people put jokes up and all that sorts of stuff. I'm not suggesting that you should, but also there's ex-students there. You know, you might want to kind of talk to ex-students about what they did for their essay, etc. Speaking of essays, start writing tonight. Don't put it off. There's no advantage to putting it off. There's plenty of disadvantages to putting it off. Don't. And for the first time on this course, I've added some formative assessment. That is to say, I've done a load of multi-choice questions, and these relate to the subjects that are raised in class. By and large, they relate to the stuff that's in the set textbook, Christopher Nicholson's Heart Failure, Clinical Nursing Handbook. Now, these are formative. That is to say, you won't pass or fail on them. And if you don't do them at all, you know, if you don't do them at all, there will be no repercussions, except you'll start getting awkward emails from me saying, why aren't you doing the multi-choice questions? Aren't you reading the book? So keep me off your back. Just have a go. I can see what results you get. I can see how many times you try, all that sort of stuff. All at Blackboard Central. The other thing about that is I'll be keeping a register. Now, when I say it's a register, it's for me to know. It's for me to know just when you're struggling, really. People who don't log on, are at risk. This is what I'm struggling to make here. People who don't log on are at risk. Don't worry, Chris, I'm going to catch up. I know I haven't logged on for the last 3 weeks, but I'm going to go on tonight and catch up. Those are the students who don't hand an essay in at the end, you know. So I keep it registered just so I know where everybody's up to, and I can observe the stragglers, you know. If you don't log on for any length of time, trust me on this, I'll be on your case, just to see if there's any... Sometimes it's like people lose their laptops and all that sort of stuff, and they've got to kind of buy a new one. But sometimes it's that these are sheep which are lost. I'm going to send this film out on as a link in the email, and I'm also going to put this in the feedback zone on Blackboard. The feedback zone is where these films will be going when eventually you get the hang of how the whole thing works. So apart from that, all I'm going to say at 8.5 minutes, all I'm going to say is, you know, there won't be a new item that goes up on Monday. The item that you've got up at the moment is next week's stuff. I put it up early so that you could check your systems and everything, make sure everything is functioning before the official start of the course. So it will be a week on Monday that the next item that will be going up. This week we look at history and we look at definitions of heart failure. If you need to say anything, there's a discussion box, or you can email me. Just don't go quiet. That's the main thing. Keep in touch. Even if you just send me an email that says, hello, Chris, hope you're feeling well, that's smashing. The ones I don't like, apart from the non-loggers on, Lisa, the ones I don't like are the quiet students. Because I start thinking, they hate me. That's what I think. Anyway, if I don't hear from you before, I'll be in touch next week.